plus a Jana to beat.
All right, so Jana is strong together with Corky, right? So I guess this is gonna be a Corky pick for DR Esports. We will know for sure as Omega will have the response onto those two picks. Let's see who is it gonna be. A Garen most probably is gonna come up. They can go. They can pick that in the last part because they're already safe with that pick. So let's see. All right, Nami. The
For
ADC
time
is
lapse.
Kaisa. There it is. Garen is on to be available. This is a JLC game once again. So good pick right here for Mega Esports. Pretty safe. I love the picks right now for Mega. Let's see who's the ADC for their esports to cap things off.
It's funny because we
What do you
were
think? Ah, yeah, right.
expecting the Nami to go over to DR, but instead it went over to Omega. So we'll be seeing a Lucian, Jana in the jungle lane side, plus the Oriana
Right.
for the mid lane. I feel like most adjustments that we mentioned for Omega went over to DR, except the mid lane pick.
Yes, definitely. So yeah, I love this Oriana pick right here on top of Jarvan for the ball is going to be helping. If they catch two in that Cataclysm, and then Oriana will send out the ball and Shockwave, that's going to be a pretty sweet wombo combo for them. Gospel will be shooting everyone's heart out in that wombo combo. He's going to be protected by Jana. I love this from DR Esports. What do you think?
I love it too. This is the kind of damage that they were lacking in game number one. Let's see if they
Mm-hmm.
will be able to just push this towards the late game again. Devil J will be much more comfortable to fight
Uh-huh.
against GLC now that he had his hands on this Riven. And DR Esports, this is them back to their usual roles. My problem though is Timelapse had his Kaisa, Arise has his Fizz. So the burst and the gank potential from Omega is still pretty much there.
Yes, definitely. And yeah, I guess that will be the X factor right here for Omega. That Fizz gonna be very flexible. Those Charm the Waters are gonna be troublesome. So we're expecting so many stasis enchant here for the side of VR Esports. The portal's already open. And ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to the Wild Rift. DR Esports going up against Omega Esports game number 2. A must win for DR Esports if they want to extend it to game number 3. There is no early game shenanigans for both sides. I think the only shenanigan right here is the swap by Omega. Their JR laners are going on to the top lane.
It's like JLC will be able to get a few EXP there. EDAF will be A-okay though. Devil J, I'm not sure if we're gonna commit with the full 1v2s, but
That's good.
putting into account that Kaisa and Nami is very squishy in the early game, maybe Devil J will be able to survive unless they're gonna swap the lanes.
Some development right here. Oh, hold that thought. There's gonna be fight. Rocks. No, it's just a support. Doesn't have that much damage, so Omega is gonna be okay. But at the top, this is going good for Omega Esports. Riven could not really get in the lane. So right now, she's level 2, but she is missing a lot of experience right now, courtesy of this stronger in timeless combo at the top.
Ooh, a Caitlyn will be sent out. Few damage for Devil J there. So EDAF will be the pseudo support now that Devil J will
Right.
try to juggle the 1v2.
Who's gonna go mid?
No one. Alright, he's alone right now. That's it. That's the story.
So yeah, their esports, the early game once again is in shambles. I mean, I'm not liking this first minute and a half of the game. Edov is gonna go back to the mid lane. He's gonna be met by impressive right here. So he won't be able to defend that mid third. Just taking a pounding right now. But at the bottom lane, JLC, there is a good rotation from DR Esports. Already very low. He's gonna go down. First blood taken by Lucian. That's well played by Gospel. DR Esports will take that one for free.
Arise used his Ignite earlier but was not able to take anyone out. So the first kill actually went over to Gospel. This is the lead. This is the snowball that could possibly go over to Lucian from the waters.
Calm the waters is gonna connect onto Gospel, but the support is there. Oh no, Arise still able to take down that Lucian. That's a well played play. 3v1 at the top though. Devil J will try to defend this one. Well played, Arise on the bottom lane.
Arise, that was in too deep. But if he plans to take down Gospel at the expense of his own life, I think it's pretty much worth it.
Yes, definitely. That was a 3v1 once again. So that's a big win, getting one in exchange. And he was able to defend the bottom turret because that was DR Esport was going to go for to take a lot of plates on that bottom turret. Right now, everything's reset 2-1 in favor of DR Esports, 2 minutes and 56 seconds. And one Rift Scuttler. Each team itemizations are starting to kick in. That Fizz wants trouble. He is going to go for most probably Rabadon's Death Clap right away as his first item. That's crazy right there, Yuko.
Yeah, he just wants to burst everyone. I mean, he really is a problem. He playful, trickster, based on his skill set. And Arise, in the hands of Arise, rather, a very talented mid laner. Let's see, will he be able to snowball? Because right now he has the gold lead against Oriana. But Dragon Lane,
All right, JLC will be able to tank this one up. If you leave him alone, that's okay because his passive is just going to heal his HP. But JLC looking like he's going to go for TP. That's not going to be cancelled right here, but their esports, they have the priority. This bottom turret is starting to get siege. Gospel taking 1 turret damage right there. JLC will run to the bottom, but I guess that will be too late. DR Esports poised to take the first turret of the game. Is he going to be able to do so? Are they going to be able to do so? JLC is here. No, I guess the answer is not. JLC denying that one. Spinning to win,
no.
but there's another rotation right here. Target is going to be JLC. That is going to be a dead Garen in favor of DR Esports. 3-1 on the board. Rift Herald is going to be the trade right here for Omega Esports as they take that one down.
yeah, Arise tried to duel that one out against EDAP. He did use Chum the Waters, but EDAP was a-okay. While there was a lot of fights in the Dragon and the mid lane, OMG, impressive, still tried to focus on the objective take. I like the fact that they picked up this Xinjiao just to try and counter Lucian. Let's see if it will push through because Lucian, or Gospel, is pretty much safe right now. Will he be able to snowball?
Yes, definitely. But yeah, that sends out if ever the first Drake is gonna be the target right here, he will be able to soak up a lot of damage, negate that outcalling from Gospel. Let's see what the setup is. Dragon is available right here. No one is taking dips just yet. So it might be a joke for everyone, that Cloud Drake right now. But yeah, if I was a DR Esports, I would take that one, especially Gospel dealing a lot of damage. He's going to be targeted a lot. So that extra HP return will be very useful. But DR Esports is going to go for the top lane. Devil J will sniff this one out as Sinzao will cancel that rotation. Well played.
Arise is literally all over the map in this Fizz, which is why he got the ban in game number 1, Tidal Wave.
Tidal Wave is already casted right here. Ada focusing on the dragon. So there it is. The strength of Sin Zhao in the early game will take a bubble in front of his face. It's going to be silenced by Garen. He is already very low. Ada, oh, he's going to go down. That is bad news for DR Esports. The fight is still unimpressed. Timelapse is going to go down. This is big for DR Esports. This is going to be Janna killed in that fight. Garen will be next in as the target. Stronger will be left, will be fast enough to run away, but Fizz split push is there. And he did a lot of damage in the top lane, so that's good for Mega Esports.
It was a good shockwave from EDAF, honestly, connected on the two, and their esports was able to do the follow-up. GLC, he was desperate to secure that kill, which is why even though he was in too deep, Stronger was not able to cast the ebb and flow onto him, which just resulted to his death. Now you have 6 and 3 on the board, a lot of things in favor of DR Esports. The only lead Omega Esports has is that one turret takedown.
Yes, definitely. Just a 1k gold lead though, so Mega Esports can still live with this. It's still Sinzao's time of that game, so we're expecting DR Esports to really dominate the early game. DR Esports rotating at the top, Fizz is in the area, but let's see if he can defend this one, as this is going to be a strong push by DR Esports. Arise, already stalking the targets right here. He is going to go back, as there are 4 champions on side of DR Esports as they take the top trade. Culling is going to miss.
Yeah, the calling already down for Gospel, and they will be able to get the tower. Ultimate has been casted by Arise. Here comes Stronger.
All right, so JLC is going to be cutting the exit right here, but he's going to be met by Riven, so well played by Devil J right here. DR Esports relentless on this push in the top lane. Tidal Wave is going to be casted, hits 2 champions. Bubble is going to miss though. Turret is already 500, 300. Done. That's a good push right here. Your Mega Esports will just go for the trade on the bottom turret. Are they going to be able to do so? I guess they will. So that's a good trade by Mega Esports. Now their Esports focusing on JLC. Cataclysm will catch JLC. He will be able to escape under the turret. that is not going to be successful for their esports. Here comes Omega with Sun Zhao and in time lapse doing a lot of damage. Mid turret is going to go down. Oh, time lapse taking a lot of damage right here. Will be able to get in and take one kill. Shut down onto Lucian. JLC takes down Janna. That is well played by Omega Esports, cutting the exit and cutting the heads of DR.
With that, the goalie just ballooned over to Omega. They were pretty much okay with their Baron lane trade being taken down because they were out the trade at the Dragon lane side. I believe DR Esports used a lot of resources in the mid lane when they were trying to target JLC, which when you saw time lapse as well as impressive jump in, it was go time. It was the green light. Initially, I thought that was a bad move from impressive because you're it's a 4v2. You're in the middle of everything. Kaisa is supposed to be protected. No one was protecting time lapse, but with that, GLC as well as Arise came in at the right time. They were able to do cleanup.
All right, here we go. Another fight right here. JLC is going to be fronting everyone. So it's impressive. Rift Scuttler is going to be taking. This is dominance for Infernal Drake. Culling is not going to miss. I mean, it's going to miss this time. Impressive. It still goes in. On behalf of HP down. The tidal wave is there to protect him. But Impressive still goes down. This is looking good for the Esports.
Right,
Devil J is in the area. That is going to be a painful just the much injustice throw. But JLC is going to go down. This will end with a 3-for-1 special in favor of your Esports. But Devil J, you were under the turret.
Stronger, hello?
He's gonna go down, but Stronger is gonna go down. So I mean, Stronger already low, very low. Bubble is gonna connect. No, it's not gonna connect. Good sidestep by Rocks.
He's okay.
Portal combat, man. That was 1v1 all the supports. Then that was very good action right here. Rocks will be winning that one. Did not get a kill, but VR Esports takes the mid turret down.
That's a highlight right there. Two supports fighting against each other. But yeah, it was a win for DR Esports. It was a fight that Omega Esports was not able to hold out with. Now they have their eyes on the Supernal Drake. But of course, you have ETAP lurking at the sides.
Right, EDUP though, they seen by everyone. So EDUP, yeah, German Force can always go in, but here comes JLC trying to zone everyone out. Dragon's already very low. Tidal Wave is already casted, but that's a tad bit too early. Here comes the dive, and it is Sun Zhao who takes the Infernal Drake. The fight is on as EDUP is already out of the fight. JLC very low will be able to flash away, but Impressive will not have the same fate. The focus is on JLC this time with the targets on his back. He's gonna go down. DR Esports takes a 2-for-1. They lose the dragon, but they're going to go for the push. Are they going to be able to do so? There are 3 champions here for Omega Esports. Let's see if this turret is going to go down. They will want this for DR Esports. They are not going to be successful as the wave is already out. TP's coming in coming out for Omega Esports. Bottom turret is relentless from DR Esports. That's going to go down. Well played, DR.
Void Seeker will not connect as well, but the trade of junglers spelled bad for Omega. The moment JLC was forced to jump back, he's not that tanky anymore. So Riven has the time of her life now. Rocks being targeted by Arise. You have some of the waters being sent out, but did not connect onto anyone. And with that, Omega Esports bid their farewell.
Yes, DR Esports now clearing the top wave. Top turret is almost down for DR Esports side, but 13-9 DR Esports is in full throttle right now. They just won't stop coming, and I would say you should not stop. At this point, you have the lead. It's a 3k gold. It's not that much. You will want to make that bigger, especially there is a Kaisa on Omega Esports side. What they can do is maybe force out a rotation from DR Esports, or maybe set up for a pick off on the Baron and use that as bait. Let's see what the plan is going to be for DR at this point.
The game plan here is to make sure Gospel will be able to cast the calling at the right time, and if possible, they have to bait the ultimate out from Impressive. No other way of disengaging. Arise should be kept at bay as well. You have EDAF being able to shield ETAF. The IGNs of these two players, by the way. Yeah, you have the shields coming out from Oriana, so a lot of sustain for the side of DR Esports. You also have the Janna for that Moonsoon for disengage, and DR Esports, this is the draft that they want. Devil J with the bait. Wow!
I'm not sure what happened right there. Devil J will eat the chum. Oh no! Devil J will want this dance and he will win. There goes that man again. Devil J with a solo kill onto that Fizz. This is the opening that they are looking for. They're now starting onto
Augers.
that Baron, but the turn is on. Oh no, time lapse is
alone.
gonna go down. Impressive next for the food. And I don't think he will survive this one. There
He
are
won't.
5 champions chasing him, and he's gonna go down. Unstoppable already onto Gospel. Well played, DR Esports.
12, well, 13 minutes in, and it looks like DR Esports, this is their best state possible. Omega, even if they try to initiate fights, they just cannot pull through. They cannot penetrate the backline for DR Esports.
Oh, JLC will start the fight for the side
This
of
guy hurts a lot.
Good job delaying this one, but Fizz is already out. TP's coming
Oh,
in,
no.
but it will be met by DR Esports. They were prepared for that. Devil J
JLC,
already
hello?
very low, but time lapse taking a lot of damage is gonna go down. Riven, even if his
Another
HP is
teleport.
already low, he gets a kill right there. But here comes, oh, impressive.
Impressive.
Will go airborne. And he is gonna go down. One more.
Ace.
JLC will be left to mourn for the team. He even goes down, and DR Esports takes an Obo team ace.
Goodness me, that was an overcommitment from Omega. Even though GLC, he has quite the damage, Arise got bursted down. If you can recall the 1v1 he had with Devil J, it just means Riven is pretty much above.
All right, but it's gonna
See?
go down once again. He just came back from the timer, and he's on the timer once again. Now DR Esports, they have a good chase for a Baron take right here. I don't think they want to risk this one out. I would have recommended to go for the Baron earlier, but instead your Esports, they went for the top turret, but they're still successful nonetheless. Devil J, why are you in the area? He's gonna be hunted down, and he's gonna go down. Shut down gold in favor of time lapse.
Now Omega
It's
giving this Baron a start. And yes, a lot of shutdown gold for time lapse. The ADC for Omega. Here comes DR Esports though.
All right, DR Esports will not want to give this up. Good job on those knockups on the side of DR Esports. That's Jana Airlines, ladies and gentlemen. That will be enough to push Omega Esports away from the Baron.
At this point, I really do not know who will be able to win the game. A lot of things can still happen. I mean, just make sure Arise will be able to target Gospel, and it will be the thing that Omega Esports need for them to win. But JLC, he needs rather to tank a lot of damage. Let's not forget the shockwave that can come out from EDAF here. Time lapse and see if he'll be able to just reposition with the killer instinct properly. Omega, they should go all in because if they go with the pickoffs or their esports will be able to take down one or two of their members, it's gonna smell bad for them.
True, and especially that your Esports has an 8K gold lead in their pockets. That will tell you that they are in a comfortable driver's seat right now. Cloud Drake is available. The Omega Esports doesn't want any piece of that. But with the speed buff going to the side of their Esports, Devil J is going to be much more scary in this Riven. Let's see how Omega Esports will deal with this deficit that they have.
Man, speaking of deficit, it's roughly a 10k gold lead in favor of DR Esports, but Omega, they're not gonna fall down just yet. There is a ward in the Baron area. Still need to have one good play from Impressive, and again, Arise need to have the access at the back lines. But how can he do that if Devil J is focused on him?
True. And here is the setup of DR Esports. Sinzao will be spotted by Edop right here. And they're going to go for it. TPs are even coming in. Impressive. Run, my friend. The tidal wave is going to be there to help Impressive get out. Ultimate is being popped right here. Jarvan 4. Oh, it's not
Good
going to be
double.
on point. So that is wasted. JLC is going to be here to push everyone away. Oh, Kali,
Whoa.
point. That's going to deal a lot of damage, and that was beautiful. But with the Damascene Justice on the face of Edap, he is going to go down. Well played, Omega.
Yeah, well played for Omega indeed, but the problem there was they were not able to translate that kill into anything because DR Esports still fell back and you still have the GA up for Gospel. Maybe they could give this Baron a start or try to take it, given that they still have 25 seconds before ETAP will go back. Now you have Stacy's available for Devil J.
Yeah, that's a good point. But looking at Devil J right now, he is a nightmare to face. So Omega Esports doesn't want to risk that one. They will start the Baron right here. I guess they will be able to do so. But DR Esports, let's see what their plan is. They're going to be flanking, rotating at the reverse side. Rocks with a tornado. Tidal wave is going to be casted right here. Baron is on the very low. Who's going to take it? It's going to be Devil J. That was a big steal right there for DR Esports. And here comes the bait train. Or not, Omega Esports will back away after a failed mission. DR Esports stealing the hearts out of Omega.
The pain train making its way into the mid lane. You have DR Esports knocking onto Omega Esports base. A lot of death timers focus on the Nexus.